Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. As you can see from the opening clip, we are down here at Pymatuning State Park today. We're down on what's called the Tamarack Trail. It's one of the trail systems that runs in the actual state park itself. There's a couple other trails here. This Tamarack Trail actually intersects with what's called the Log Cabin Trail that goes through what they say a small log cabin community that loops up around. And these are all loop trails, so they go up, come around, make a loop, and come back to where they were. So we'll eventually end up right back where we're at right now, which happens to be in the middle of the woods. But this part of the park is all wooded area, so it should be well shaded for most of the hike. So that's always a good thing. It's about 82, I think, today. Kind of overcast, but the sun's peeking out, so should be a good day for a hike. I have a feeling I'm gonna sweat a lot too. So anyway, I appreciate you guys joining me today. I just want to remind you that if at any point during this video, if you like what you see, be sure to give me a thumbs up and click that subscribe button if you enjoy this sort of thing, and you can come along with me on more of my journeys. So anyway, we're here at the trailhead, sort of a trailhead. It's kind of a Y. One trail goes that way, the other one goes that way. And I think it's this one that goes down this way and intersects with the log cabin trail. As I said, it's a loop trail, so it'll probably end up just looping all the way around and end up back here. So we're going to head on down here to the right, and hopefully we come to the intersection with the log cabin trail. Maybe we'll hop on that too and do that one and see what the log cabins look like. And that'll be something interesting. It's my first time on this trail, so I really don't know what to expect, but we're going to see it together and see what this trail has to offer. So anyway, that said, let's get on the trail. And as you can see, this is just a really, really narrow path. Just pretty much like a deer trail sort of path. Something that you would expect in like a state park like this. They don't usually have super wide trails that are, luxurious and rock covered or pavement or anything like that. Being inland on a state park like this is usually just a real rugged trail, and that's something I thoroughly enjoy. I like the ruggedness, with tree roots like that, and just all kinds of stuff. The other downside to something like this is the poison ivy. Sometimes you run into poison ivy around these kind of trails. If it's overgrown and stuff, you might just accidentally brush against poison ivy. So just be aware of that if you ever go on trails like this. But otherwise, just try to have fun and go hiking. So anyway, there's a little overlook out here that overlooks Pymatuning Lake, which is off to my right here. So we're gonna go make our way to that overlook and see what the lake looks like from there. So let's head on over there. All right, so we're coming up on the little overlook here. You can see that it overlooks, I think this is the southern end of Tamarack Lake. And it continues on down that way there. So we'll go up here on the overlook. And you can kind of see some boats down there in the distance. I think there's a marina, or a small marina down there that people park their boats on. And there is a bridge. I think it's a roadway. It goes across right there. Not sure which roadway that is, but goes across the southern end of the lake here. And there is some ducks out there too. I can hear some ducks, but they're not swimming over here. But this is a pretty nice area down here. The water's kind of stagnant though. You can see by how muddy it is that the water just doesn't move down at this end of the lake, but you know, that's the way it is. Pretty cool view though. Well, that was a pretty cool view of the lake there. Not a whole lot to see, but it's cool. It's nice to see the lake. But we're gonna continue on down the trail here. Like I said, hopefully we'll connect with the log cabin trail, and we'll go up around that one and see what the log cabins look like, and hopefully see something cool. But like I said, it's the first time on this trail, so we're gonna see what we see. So anyway, let's keep on going. Boy, that was a funky little bridge, wasn't it? It was like an S-curve bridge, and it was like twists and turns, and it was leaning one way or the other. It's kind of funky. I ain't never seen a bridge like that before, but still pretty cool. So along with doing this trail today, I was thinking maybe if I have time after I get done doing this one, if it's not too late, that while I'm up here in Pymatuning State Park here, we might go check out Westinghouse Bay. So rumor has it that Westinghouse Bay was a site where they used to test torpedoes during World War II. I heard there's not much left of it, but like I said, while I'm here, I might go check that out too. So you may want to stay tuned for that to see if we have time to make it there. So that should be interesting. A lot of history around there. So anyway, I came to another junction here in the trail. That way goes to the road. That way continues on. I think that connects with the log cabin trail. So anyway, we're going to continue on up this way, hop on the log cabin trail, see where that takes us. So I came out by the road here, which runs down here, and they have one of these information boards here that talks a little bit about some of the stuff around this area. And I came up on this one panel of the information board here that talks about the Tamarack Trail. You can see it says, as you hike through the abundant wetlands, you will encounter a unique conifer tree in which the trail takes its name. In autumn, the tamarack tree loses all of its needles. The needles change from light green to yellow before falling to the forest floor. American Indians used to use tamarack slender roots as thread to sew together birch bark strips for their canoes. So that's kind of interesting. So the trail is actually named after the tamarack tree, which you can see right there. And that's kind of weird that it's a conifer tree that loses its needles, which most conifer trees, from what I know, don't lose their needles in the wintertime. So that's kind of interesting. And it tells a little bit about some of the other animals and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. So now we know why the Tamarack Trail is called the Tamarack Trail. All right, so after getting distracted by that information board back there, it's good to learn that the trail was named after a tamarack tree. But we are now going to head on to the log cabin trail. We came in on the red trail, and now we're going to hit the yellow trail. That's why the combination of dots there. So the yellow trail denotes the log cabin trail, and so we're going to head on that one and see if we can find log cabins. And we also come up on a sign here at the trail intersection that shows that the log cabin trail goes that way and the tamarack trail continues on that way. So like I said, we're going to take this way, go on the log cabin trail. I believe it loops around. It'll eventually come back out here, I think. So we'll just make a big loop. So anyway, let's head on down, find some log cabins. All right, so we're coming up on up the trail here, and I don't know if you can see that, but there's a log cabin, or what I think is a log cabin, a building of some sort, out there in the distance. So we might be coming up on the log cabin part of the trail. So we're still on the yellow trail. Like I said before, denotes the log cabin trail. So we're going to continue on down this way, and I think maybe it zigzags around and then maybe ends up like way over in there somewhere, and then follows along where you see the log cabins. So I don't know, but we're going to find out, and we'll keep on going down the trail. All right, so those cabins, what I thought were log cabins in that last clip that I showed you, I'm not sure that those are the ones, actually. So it turns out the trail back there didn't actually curve around and go past those. I'm thinking that those are vacation homes that they actually rent to vacationers here at Pymatuning to stay in weekly or whatever. But there is a log cabin in the distance up here. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. It's kind of hard to see through the trees. But there is a log cabin, and there's another one kind of behind it too. So those might be the one they're talking about. I don't know if the trail curves around or what it does, but we can kind of see them in the distance. I don't know, but we'll continue on down the trail, and we'll see where this ends up. Hopefully it kind of curves around, but I don't know. We'll see, so stay tuned. So it's safe to say that this trail is not going to go past that log cabin. Actually, right now, the way the trail's going, it's going in the opposite direction. So definitely not going past it at all. And I'm not going to try to make my way up to it to show you guys it. I'm sure it's probably private property. Pretty sure somebody lives there. So I'm definitely not going to go on the property to try to show you guys it. But yeah, it's a log cabin though. So anyway, we are currently a little ways down the trail, as I said, in the opposite direction of the log cabin. So safe to say we're not going to see a log cabin today. But I'm sure that most of you have already seen a log cabin at some point in your life. So it's a really weird spider. But anyway, we're going to continue on down the trail. Maybe there'll be more log cabins. I don't know. So anyway, let's keep on going. All right, so the rest of the trail didn't, in fact, go past any more log cabins. So I don't know what justifies this as a log cabin trail, but I don't know. But I've already made the loop in the loop trail here that it actually went past went through a campground. It actually wired off. Part of it went through the campgrounds, and the other part went down by the water. So I sat down by the water for a little bit, had some water and all that. So just kind of relaxed a little. But I'm actually on my way back to the car now. And yeah. So I think that's going to end this adventure today. Just want to thank everybody for joining me. If you stuck around this long, I hope you enjoyed coming along with me. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, click the subscribe button. Come along with me on some more of my adventures. And with that said, I'll see you on the next one.